Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kara and today I'm here with Ian.
And I'm sitting down so I can fit in frame.
Yep. We are actually camping in Canton this weekend. So I know some of you guys have asked for a camping vlog for a while now, and we have actually tried to go camping 2 times before in the Western North Carolina area, and both were absolute fails. I personally grew up tent camping, and Ian grew up tent camping and pop-up camper, right?
Yep, both.
Yeah, so both, whereas I have never done like a pop-up camper or RV or anything like that, only tent camping. So we have all the gear for tent camping, and we tried that twice, once in the Burnsville area, and then the second time was last year in the Cherokee area. Both times got completely rained out. The first time, it was not raining when we got there, but it was so humid that everything was just soaked.
Yeah, so basically it was in the fall, and it had been humid and warm, and then that was the night where nature decided to switch to fall mode, which means that it went from being 75 degrees and humid to being about 40 degrees overnight, and of course all the water condensed out of the air and covered every surface, and I couldn't even start a fire with lighter fluid.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, we went to a gas station to get lighter fluid because we're like, okay, we want to start a fire, and nothing would light. Like paper towels with lighter fluid, wood with lighter fluid, nothing. So we just said that night, like, let's just go to bed. We'll wake up tomorrow. It should be better. We woke up, there was a pretty sunrise, and then it started downpouring.
And then it downpoured, yeah.
Through
so
through like noon, I think we stayed until noonish, 1-ish, somewhere around there. And then we gave up and went home. And then the second time was last year. We tried to go to Cherokee. It wasn't supposed to rain until Saturday. We got there Friday. The weather was pretty good when we got there. First couple hours were good. And then by, what, 7 o'clock?
Yeah, about. It started raining and raining and raining.
And raining some more. And we thought, well, you know, it's probably just going to pass because in this area there are, you know, rain showers all the time, and it's likely just going to pass within an hour and it'll be good. So it didn't. We thought, well, let's, you know, shower and then maybe it'll be gone. No, it didn't. So we didn't have a fire that night. We were like washing our dishes in the rain. We were basically just stuck in the tent that night. And
at like 1 a.m. you woke me up and said,
yeah,
do you want to go home? And home was like an hour away.
It was more than, it was like an hour and a half.
Yeah, and yeah, so in the middle of the night we just packed up and left and got home at like 3.
Yeah, and on top of that, it was pouring rain. Water wasn't actually there, but yet it was dripping on us. Like, it didn't feel wet, but I kept getting dripped on for some reason. So that was a problem. We were also by a creek, which we thought would be really nice, but actually it ended up just sounding like we were gonna get washed away, and
we were too close.
Yeah, we were too close.
And then there was highway noise in the back country.
Yeah, it was like it was a back road, but it was as fast as like a highway, or at least people were going fast. So
all of that to say, this camper.
Yeah, we are in a camper.
We are in a camper this time, and it's a completely different experience.
Totally different experience. So we got here yesterday on Friday, and we're staying through tomorrow, Sunday. And it's, yeah, a lot better. Last night we were kind of laughing because it was windy, like 35-mile-per-hour winds, and really cold. It's early April right now, so that's kind of expected in springtime, especially around here. But I couldn't even imagine tent camping in that weather last night.
Yeah, 35, 40-mile-an-hour gusts.
When it's like 30 degrees.
When it's like, yeah, 35 degrees out.
And you're in a tent. That just doesn't sound fun.
In here, we have a heated blanket. We have a heater.
We do.
We have shelter.
Yeah, I'll give you a little tour here. Let me flip the camera around. So I'll give you guys the tour as if you just walked in. I'll show you the outside a little bit later, probably in the afternoon. But as you walk in, to your left, you have your little kitchen area. So you have a little double sink and a little like stovetop cooking area. Here is where you sleep. So it's a like double size bed widthwise, I think, in California King length. But this was really, really cozy. Just Nice little hangout spot. Comes with a little mini fridge, little microwave, more storage. There's a bathroom in here with a toilet, and there's an outdoor shower. Haven't tried that out yet, but really nice to have indoor plumbing when camping. And this area is really cozy too. So this is a little breakfast nook area, and actually this part comes down. This is like a hinge if you need more sleeping area. That comes down, and then this table goes down, and you can make this a bed area too. So theoretically this place can sleep 4 people. Not really sure that I would do that, but
Be awfully cozy.
yeah. And then outside, I'll show you this more later, but we are on a farm. So it's really cute. So that is the tour of the inside of this cute little camper. We found this on Airbnb, and it wasn't too expensive. It was, I think, $70 a night with tax and like cleaning fees and stuff. I think it came out to be pretty much $100 even per night, but not bad considering the fact that you have water, indoor plumbing, heating. There's a little space heater, and it's just so much better than being out in the elements. So I think this is the way to go camping in the mountains, at least in these mountains. So right now we're actually going to go fishing. I grew up fishing in Florida. I don't think you've had much experience with fishing,
No,
right?
not much.
Yeah, so I grew up in Florida catching like bass and like striped bass, largemouth bass, panfish, occasionally catfish. Things like that. Typically inland fishing, not really saltwater. I haven't done that, but I've never gone trout fishing. So we are going to give that a try today. We're going to head out, do that, and yeah, come back later on, have a fire, play some games. Yeah, should be a fun day.
Yeah.
Ready to head out?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Well, it's a few hours later now. We tried fishing this morning. We went to Sunburst Rocks, I think it's called, and it was just really busy. There were a lot of people, and so we decided to leave and try to find a more quiet spot. We're basically just driving up and down the Pigeon River, and we tried like 3 or 4 different parking lots, and either the water didn't look deep enough, or there were just people that were kind of already taking the good spots. So after driving around for probably like 45 minutes trying to find a good fishing spot, we left, went into town, grabbed some lunch in Canton, and that was really good. I'm trying to remember the name of the place. I think it was called like Grateful Harvest or something, but it was a little like cafe and market and gift shop downtown. There's a shooting range behind me if you're wondering what's going on. So after we ate lunch, we came back along the Pigeon River and just said, let's just try somewhere. So we're basically just at a little pull-off area, and it's really beautiful. We've been here, I don't know, maybe 30-45 minutes, but we haven't caught anything, and I haven't seen any fish. Ian said he saw 1 jump, but that was about it. I haven't seen anything. So no luck, unfortunately, but we're gonna try one more spot before heading back to the camper. Well, back in the camper, we did try another fishing spot after that last clip that you saw, and we did have a little bit better luck. I didn't film anything there because it was just more of the Pigeon River, and neither of us actually caught anything, though we did both get some nibbles. We both saw some fish in the water too, so felt a little bit better to actually see some and see them kind of nibbling on our lures. We're probably going to try somewhere new tomorrow. I'm not sure. Have to do a little bit of research as to some other fishing spots. Also, if you can hear some like clanging around, they have a tarp that's attached to our camper, and it keeps clanging around, and it kept me up a lot last night, so I think I'm going to try and detach it somehow or something. But anyways, back in the camper now. My hair is wet, as you could probably tell, because I just tried out the outdoor shower, and that was probably the coldest shower of my life. It was so cold, and I love the cold, but with the wind, like wind chill plus showering outside is just really cold. I did want to show you guys a bit of what the outside of the camper looks like and just sort of our scenery here at our campsite. Ian is currently setting up a fire out there, so we'll go join him, and yeah, I'll show you what it's like out there. Well, here is the exterior of the camper that we're staying in. They have little firewood set up there, camper itself, little tarp with a picnic table, and then Ian's over here starting the fire. Looks good.
Much easier when it's not covered.
Yeah. It's still windy. And then we've been watching, I don't think they're out right now, but there were some cows over here. And then down this way, there were like chickens and a donkey and some other animals. Nice and peaceful. Alright, well, we sat by the fire a little bit. We're gonna have another fire later, but we just kind of wanted to get it started, get some embers going, so it's easier to start one later. Did that, had some dinner, and now we decided to play one of our favorite games, and that is Everdell. It's not a common game. I don't think I've met anyone that's even heard of it.
No.
Yeah, but it's a really pretty game. Like, this is the cover of it, and it's all like very artistic. I initially bought Ian the game because he loves playing Catan, and I like that game, but you get like really competitive.
Yeah.
It becomes not fun for me. So
it's fun for me.
I mean, I like it, but this game I thought would be good for both of us because it's kind of a mixture of Catan and I wouldn't necessarily say like Pokemon, but you did grow up playing that. But I feel like it's sort of a mix because you have resources. If you can see on the board, you have like wood, resin, stone, and berries. And so you have resources kind of like Catan, but then you also have cards that you're not trading them necessarily, but you're making like a city. Mm-hmm. And so it's very nature based. Each card is really pretty.
Here's an example of one in my hand. Don't tell Cara.
Oh, I didn't see anything. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not really going to take the time to explain to you how the game goes. It is more complicated and is definitely one you'd have to play through a couple times, I feel like,
to even understand.
Yeah, there's so much complexity and like nuances with each card. But basically, point of the game is you have different cards. They cost a certain amount of resources to play, and you're trying to build a city of animals, basically. So, like, you know, this card is one of mine. So this card, as you can see, is worth 1 point. So if I had that in my city, then that counts as 1 point. There are others that kind of add bonuses on top. And the point is you want to have a full city, which is, I think, 15
cards.
15 cards, and you want the highest amount of points. That's essentially...
That's the end goal.
That's the end goal. There's a lot of different options with this tree and a whole bunch of other stuff, but it's fun. So, yeah, ready to play?
Yep, ready.
Okay.
Oh, no! I'm going to use the post office I just got. And how many cards do you have in your hand? 6?
Yeah, what does that matter?
Because this says to give an opponent 2 cards.
Ugh, I'm trying to get rid of cards.
Oh, you're going to get some.
Alright, we just finished playing the game. We both have full cities, and yeah, everything's...
We both have some good combinations. I got the
Yeah.
Evertree and the Queen, and Kara's got the Evertree and the King, and
Surprisingly, yeah.
Harvester and Gatherer several times over.
You got that once though, right?
But I got the Judge in the Courthouse.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't get it once this game.
Yeah, so if you have this card, the Farm, then you can also do a Harvester and Gatherer combination with those, which is really good. And then the Evertree, that's a lot of points. And then with that, you can play any animal. So I had played the King, because he's also worth a lot of points. And what did you have? You had similar. You had an Evertree.
Queen,
Yeah. I mean, you had really good stuff, though. Like, the whole game, like, you had a lot of resources and everything. So here's, like, a close-up of the board, too. There's a lot of different pieces, and it's just a really pretty game. Okay, well, do you want to add up our points, see who won?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, well, I guess you're looking at the official winner of the game.
But which one? Yes, well, she was complaining all game about how her luck was so bad, and
It was bad,
she
though.
nearly came back to beat me. So it was 57 to 54.
Mm-hmm. If it weren't for some of those last ones, though, I would have been like upper 30s or 40 or something. Like,
Yeah,
Not
like I
lucky.
said, you abused the Harvester Gatherer combo, but you got to do what you got to do because you can't control the cards that come out.
yeah, I will say a lot of this game, there's definitely a ton of strategy, but there is some luck too. Like, you know, certain cards are better, and each game is different too. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you exactly how to play, but there are like additional other cards where some games you'll have more cards, some games you'll have more resources, and so each game is totally different, and you have to change
You
your
have to
play
adapt.
style.
Yeah, adapt your play style to the environment.
Every game.
Because the environment, changes depending on... There are several decks of cards, and
It's a lot.
they
yeah.
determine what resources are even available.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think given the hand that I had and the cards I was drawing, I did well, definitely, especially towards the end.
Yeah, majorly you came back.
Yeah, but you did really well. So, that was fun. I think now we're just gonna put this away and go have a fire, because it's a nice cold night, but not windy anymore.
Finally.
You may hear or not hear the tarp outside. We got them to take that down because it was just clanging around and being really noisy, so it's very peaceful now.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
No, we're out in the country. All right, well, let's go start a bonfire. Look how cute this looks at night. I love these little string lights. Ian got a nice fire going. Looks good.
Never gets old.
No, it doesn't. I made us some hot chocolate too. Oh, you can actually see the stars in the camera a little bit. Alright, just winding it down for the evening, but I wanted to squeeze in a little bit of guitar time. I actually just purchased this guitar last week, and I have been practicing now for not even a full 2 weeks. I bought it last Tuesday. So, yeah, I'm totally new to guitar, never played it before. I played some instruments growing up, like percussion and things like that, but never guitar. So, I've been learning a song, and if you can guess what it is, let me know in the comments down below, but I'm not by any means great, so we'll give this a try. that is my best attempt. Well, it's Sunday now. We just left the camper and we decided to try fishing one more time. We decided to come back to the Pigeon River where we had a few nibbles yesterday. And unfortunately, we haven't had any luck this time. I didn't even get any nibbles, did you?
I caught a tree. Oh
yeah, I caught a rock where Ian had to go in barefoot and retrieve my hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have.
Makes you feel alive.
There you go. Yeah, it's probably like in the 40s. It's actually a really nice day and the river is beautiful. But in terms of fishing, I feel like this is just possibly not for me. I love fishing, but this is totally different than what I'm used to in Florida. So I think part of the issue is that it's just really shallow here, and I don't know if the river is low right now or if this is normal, but I just feel like you're just focused on not getting caught on rocks, and I could get waders and go in and do that, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna try to find a deeper stream or river or just go to a lake or something and do that. Do you agree?
Yeah.
It's pretty, really nice to swim in the summer, but it's not the most relaxing fishing time and we didn't really catch anything. And we did do our research beforehand. We watched some videos and got the recommended lures and everything. So I feel like we came well prepared, but just didn't work out. But we still had a good time. I would say overall this trip was a success.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I did sleep a lot better last night after they removed that tarp. After they did that, it was so quiet, really peaceful. So.
Yep.
What did you think of the trip?
Yeah, I mean, overall the trip's been great. The fishing was the only downside. I mean, it's gorgeous out here.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Weather's been cold, but that's what we wanted, so that's okay. We had a fire last night.
Yeah, that was nice.
Played some music. Spent the weekend with her, so can't complain.
Yeah, it was good overall. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, leave me a comment down below and let me know. Hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and share this video with your family and friends. And I will see you guys very soon in the next one.